All right, everybody. I just wrapped up Jusant. It was a nice little 6-hour experience. I called it a palate cleanser in between like the Baldur's Gate 3, Starfield, and Cyberpunk playthroughs that I've been doing, these epic, 200, 300-hour epic RPGs. And this game came in at 6 hours. And I've been very vocal over the years about how I don't often like short games. I'm usually pretty vocal about how I need it to be 30, 40 hours for me to get it, what I feel is my money's worth. And this is an exception to the rule, everybody, because this was only about 6 hours, and it was just absolutely an amazing experience. I have nothing bad to say about this game. It is a 10 out of 10. If I could give it, 50 out of 10, I would. The soundtrack, which you hear in the background, is absolutely amazing. It's all environmental storytelling, puzzle-based platforming and climbing, and it's just a really fun, quirky game. It's 6 short chapters, which you can go back and replay, which is really cool. You start off with Daymark, and then you get into Migration, Solstice, Convergence, all these different things, and each one is a different biome that you're going to go through. And the primary theme of this game is climbing. We'll go back into the chapter 1 really quick and just show you what that looks like. But essentially, each one of these chapters, they're kind of an hour-ish long. It just kind of depends on how deep you want to go into each one of these. I didn't get a full completionist playthrough. I got kind of close. I got all but 3 of these pictures from the galleries. I got most of the letters. I got most of the Bianca notes. I'm missing, I think, 3, 4 here. But this is from a company called Don't Nod Studios out of Paris. It's a small little indie team, as I'm aware. I've never heard of them before. I saw the trailer for this game maybe 3-4 months ago, and immediately, because I knew it was coming to Game Pass, I immediately put it on my, automatically load and install it when it comes out. Let's go into chapter 1 real quick, just so that I can show you guys kind of what this looks like. You'll see at the bottom it actually shows you I'm missing one page and one of the rock pillar things, but I just want to let's take a look at this so you guys can get an understanding of what this game looks like and plays like. Essentially, I don't want to spoil the story too much. Let me move this over here. But this essentially what it is Jusant, which they explain is the word for I think it's receding tide is what they said in French. And if you look out over this world, this used to all be ocean, and it's gone. And what's left is this tower of rock that is rising above us. And your objective is to climb the tower all the way from the bottom all the way to the top. And there is a story, but it's a story that's told entirely through environmental storytelling and the notes that you find. There's no narration, there's no voiceovers. It's just music, sound effects, and in my bag I've got this little creature. Oh, I may have to go back and do one of the other chapters to show you the creature. Hang on. Let's can I do it here? I want to show you really quick. Each time you get to the end of a chapter, you're going to find these devices, and when you insert your seashell and blow into it, there's a thing that happens, and it's different in each place you go. It's different in each biome you go to, but you could see just this is a great visual, and the sound effect. This is a great visual representation and an audio representation of what you're going to see. So here's the little creature that goes with you. Listen to that music. So this little creature, as you travel with it, it helps you find waypoints, and it actually sends out a pulse of energy that helps like unlock different nodes that you can use to climb up on the walls and stuff. So it just pulsed right there. It's such a good game, guys. And this isn't spoiling anything. It's not telling you any of the story. This is the main character who you play, and this is the companion that you have in your little pack, and they help you climb. And so see that how that vine just shot up? That's because of the pulse that just sent out. And you can use your creature to send out pulses along the way. My camera just changed colors. That was weird. So now that I've got my creature, I believe I can hit the pulse now. So that thing right there, yeah, your companion's echo triggers reaction to elements around you that help you progress. So in the case of this was just a plant before, and then because of the pulse, it grew, and then you can now use it to climb. So this is a perfect example of the type of gameplay, the 100% climbing. And the most important thing is that everything you have to constantly hold the triggers. It's left, right, and you're constantly, when you pull one, you're moving your hands. So let's go ahead and drop back down here. Woo! Don't freak out. So if I'm holding down the trigger, that doesn't do anything. So what you have to do is you have to go up, and you have to move up on the thumbstick and click. And you're looking for handholds, so you're moving your thumbstick in the direction of the handholds you're looking for, and then you'll eventually, reach up and get up top, and you go from here. So the whole game is essentially about you. You're going from all the way down there on the beach, which is where you come in from, and you go all the way up to the top. Sorry guys, my camera's being wonky today. And it's a long way up. Like, you can't even see all the way up. And a lot of it's on the exterior, but you're also going to do a lot of interior climbing as well. So there's just so much going on here. And along the way, it's not just about climbing, it's also puzzles. And each biome is a little different and introduces new types of puzzles and things that you have to overcome to get through that biome to get to the next top. So this one, says, hey, you can use your companion to show you waypoints. So if I go over to here, so like I think this plant, as an example, when I do the pulse, it's going to grow, and I can hold on to it and ride it up. How cool is that, guys? And then along the way, you'll do things like go ahead and set your, that way if you fall, you don't fall all the way back down. There are limitations. You can only set 3 of these. And again, the different biomes that you'll go to, there's lots of different puzzles you have to solve to get up the walls. I remember one of my favorites is like there's this one where you've got to climb on the walls. You got to climb on these scarabs that are moving across the wall. So you have to be like moving from scarab to scarab while you're also pulsing plants with your echo and causing the plants to grow. And there's one where there's a sun mechanic, which is melting the rose petals. So you only have a time limit. You have a time limit of how long you can climb across them. And then there's the wind level where, depending on which direction the wind is moving, and the wind shifts. So there's a lot of different stuff going on here. I am extremely pleased with this game. I can't recommend it enough. It is a platformer, which I traditionally don't like, but it's done in such a fun, quirky way. I've never seen a climbing game that does it this way, where you're so hands-on, because you're literally, I'm pulling the triggers and moving up as we go. And then you'll get to places like this where, and you notice I have a stamina bar, and now I get to a place like this, I'll set so in case I fall, and then you have to double jump. And I missed, so you do it again. I missed it again. And then you have to rest to get your stamina. There we go. So it's stuff like this where you continually climbing. Now it's going to tell me to trigger the echo here. So one of the things you'd want to do here is set this, drop down, and then swing over, jump, and voila. And then we get up here to the landing. We can drop our rope. And now we're in the next safe spot, and then you go in here and scope around, and oh look, there's a little tunnel going down, and you're going to come in here and you find these little hidden tucked away areas with images and quest notes and things that guide you on your journey and tell the story of what happened to this world. And it's very unique. It's very fantasy science fiction-ish. Again, Jusant, I can't recommend it enough. Loved this game. It's on Game Pass. It's definitely worth your money, even if you don't have it on Game Pass. Go out and buy this game. It's a quick little 6-hour thing. I'm not sponsored by them at all. I just think it's a really fun experience, and it's something that I think everyone should play. It's, I did it in about 6 hours, about an hour. It's not quite exactly that. I think I had a couple chapters that were like an hour and 15 to an hour and 30 minutes, and a couple chapters that were like 45 minutes. So it kind of just averages out to around 6 hours across. And I think if you did a completionist journey and really took your time, you might get about 10 hours out of it. So it's not a huge time investment. It's definitely not going to be a 300-hour epic RPG. That's why I've been calling it a palate cleanser, because it was something fun to do in between all these big, huge, epic games I've been playing. So check it out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't checked out the playlist, there's a link down below if you just want to watch the whole thing. You can watch all the episodes as I played through this game. Check out all the other playlists, because I do play a lot of different games. And of course, check out the Discord. And if you're new and you're a member of the channel, check out all the member videos. Multi-streaming now these days on YouTube and Twitch, so we'll see you there as well. Till next time, everybody. Stay safe and happy gaming.